Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the president of the Natty Republic, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne. Gentlemen, Friday night arms. You must resist your temptations in life, boys. I was riding my line bike here to the gym, and on my way, I saw people in the pub, in the bars, in the clubs, on the streets, drinking, having fun, enjoying themselves. Smoking. Some were smoking weed, some were smoking cigarettes, some were drinking liquor. Temptations left, right and centre. And I thought, what if for one night I just go to the pub? What if for one night I just go and be normal? And then I quickly corrected my mind. I quickly returned back to my normal train of thought and I said, no, I want to be different. I want to be the best. I want to do something great in life and I have to sacrifice in order to do that. You must sacrifice. You must resist temptation. So I'm here putting in the work when no other man will. Gentlemen, before we get started with arms and start off with close grip bench, join the Mendez Cartel, my online community. I just released my latest program, my bulking program. You have full access to all my other programs as well. All my training programs, I've got 9 of them. Link in the description. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching, I want to go an even further step than just being in the community. You want full-on one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram and DM me the word Cartel. Link in the description for that. And boys, if you want a big discount on all your sups and gym wear from Prozis, you use the discount code Mendez Cartel, all one word. Link in the description. All right, boys, let's get to bloody work. Let's get started. Starting heavy again, keeping that low rep heavy stuff in. Close grip. 120. If I can maintain a double, that'd be beautiful. It's going to be tough, but let's see if I've got a two-piece. A two-piece will be real nice. Nice two-piece. I did hit my zipper, unfortunately. That kind of threw me off a touch. It was hit me on the way down. It kind of did me in the chest, but got 2 reps. Trying to maintain strength, boys. Number 1 aim on the cut as naturals. All we have is food and strength maintenance. Maintain strength. Stay as strong as possible. Don't run from the low rep stuff. Don't run from the heavy stuff. I'm tired, boys, but you got to find a way to work when you're tired. You got to find a way to grind when you're tired. You're not always going to be energized. You're not always going to have much in the tank, but you got to find a way just to keep pushing, even when you've got a lack of energy. Most of the time, you're not going to have much energy. You've got to run on pure adrenaline, pure heart, pure will to win. All right, we're doing a superset now. The traditional superset that I normally do is machine dip superset with some kind of cable movement. I'm doing the same as I did last week. I'm doing a machine dip straight into overhead standing rope extensions. Real high volume. I've done the mass stuff with the close grip. Now doing more volume. Remember what I told you, boys, about my mass volume, and then I'll finish on an isolation. My mass volume isolation approach. Finish on an isolation movement after this. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Straight into overhead rope extensions. Well, let's go. Mad volume, come on. It's a failure every bloody day. All right, lady boys, we're gonna finish with one tricep movement, just 2 sets. I'm gonna do a real heavy set first, full stack. Might only get a couple reps. And then I'm gonna do a back off set. An easy bar cable push down, just to kill off my triceps. I mean, they're already cooked. Just one more set, boys. Love this game, man. If you're not willing to do it alone, without any cheerleaders in the dark, then you'll never be able to do it when people are watching. You have to be willing to do things on your own. That is what greatness requires. It requires you to have very little friends at times. It requires you to be selfish. It requires you to do things in isolation, in complete loneliness, in the dark. And if you're not willing to go through that kind of sacrifice, you don't deserve to be a winner. You don't deserve to be rich. You don't deserve to be successful. You have to be willing to do this in the darkness for many years before you can achieve riches and success and fame. And it's not about that. It's about the true darkness of the journey. That is where glory is born. All right, let's go. Full stack. This is going to be bloody heavy. Only 6 reps, but I'll take that as my heavy set. All right, gentlemen, it's time for the gun show. It's time for biceps, which only means one thing. Let's go till the burn's unbearable. Let's go till darkness resides upon everything. All right, boys, we're doing barbell curls, my mass builder. Again, I talked about this. My mass builder of volume isolation approach. Sometimes I'll switch up the volume and isolation. Like with biceps, I'm actually doing mass builder isolation, then finishing with a bit of volume. So yeah, that's kind of my style of training, boys. Come on. Friday night, you've got to love this game. You've really got to enjoy it. Really got to enjoy it. The people that don't enjoy this, yes, it's sometimes tough to get to the gym and you don't want to come. I kind of felt like that tonight. I was like, man, everyone's going out on Friday night having a good time. It's just me in here. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to come. But once you get in the workout, that's when the beauty starts to exist. That's when you really start to enjoy yourself. You've got to love the suffering. You've got to love the pain. All right, come on, let's work. Let's work barbell curls, mass. This is my 3rd set. I've done my heavy cheat set already. So I do strict form until I fail, and then I do partials until I get 15 reps. You've got to fight the burn, you've got to live there for a while. All right, gentlemen, we're doing seated Bayesian curls. Love doing this exercise, brilliant movement. The beautiful thing about this movement is it works your biceps in a completely different position. The contraction, the point of maximum stimulus is completely different to a barbell curl or a dumbbell curl or a cable curl. Your biceps are able to achieve a greater range of motion, a deeper stretch than any other exercise really. You open them up like this, and you get their maximum contraction happens behind your body, whereas normally it happens in front, and you really feel a different contraction. That's why it's so important to train your biceps in different ways, not just standing, not just seated. By doing something like this, where the cables are really far behind you, the contraction, the squeeze happens at a different part in the movement than it normally does. And if you really want developed biceps, well-developed biceps, you have to work your biceps in a variety of different ways. All right, let's go, come on. You see, the hardest part of the movement happens behind the body, and you can't bring the cables up this high like you normally do with a barbell or dumbbells. The contraction stops at a lower point, so the resistance profile is completely different to any other movement. That's why this movement, seated Bayesian curls, is such a brilliant exercise. It develops a different part of the bicep, and you feel an entirely different contraction. All right, gentlemen, let's close out this show. We're finishing with a superset, same superset I finished on last week. Inward hammers into standing supinated dumbbell curls. Second and final set, high volume, putting that work in on Friday night, staying consistent, just showing up and doing what's necessary. Just doing what's necessary each and every day to get towards that longer term vision. Not every day is going to be pretty, not every day is going to be glamorous. A lot of the time it's just put your head down, put the work in, and do what's necessary every single day to achieve that longer term vision. Have that vision in your mind. If you don't have a longer term vision, you'll never be successful in the short term. You need something to chase. Don't think too much about the long term, but have something to chase, and that will help you really stay focused in the short term to making sure each and every day you do the work necessary to achieve that long term vision. All right, let's go. Last set, let's finish strong. Let's go, come on. Oh, come on, fight. Another day in the yard, boys. Another day getting better. Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the president of the Nazi Republic, the Nazi King, the last true Nazi crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Nazi throne. Subscribe to this channel, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, join the Mendez Cartel, link in the description. If you're interested in one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram and DM me the word cartel. Go to the Prozis website, Prozis, link in the description. Use the discount code Mendez Cartel for a big discount on all your sups and gym wear. And as always, gentlemen, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.